is up, yeah, I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down, and then when you grow, they say that you switching up, hit the perimeter, defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips, I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk, injecting my veins with ice as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Yeah, die as a legend, I yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. The jig is up, yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down, and then when you grow, they say that you switching up, hit the perimeter, defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips, I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk, injecting my veins with ice as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Yeah. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down, and then when you grow, they say that you switching up, hit the perimeter, defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips, I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk, injecting my veins with ice as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Yeah. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. It was mine. It was time for redemption. Okay, I'll worry about tomorrow another day. Don't think about your problems, they go away. My bag's in the stowaway. Business class window seat, I look as we float away. Wrote a verse was a throwaway. Play that shit for a label and they was blown away. I guess these growing pains got me in these golden chains. Cause I'm a pro, I've been a protege. Give me life, give me light, I risk it all to keep the dark at bay. Cause I've had too many heartbreaks and restarts and big dreams that fell through. A future with somebody I would give my last to. And it ain't go the way I planned to. But it made me a man and I understand. Yeah, felt some lows I hope I never feel again. Lost some souls I love but still feel they live. Cause dreaming makes you real again. So I just close my eyes and let it reel me in. Let it reel me in. I just close my eyes and let it reel me in. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta feel what you don't wanna feel, just to know it's the real. And what you try to conceal, the truth always comes to light. There's no running from that, it's all gonna reveal. Sometimes the wound gotta bleed for it heals. I got some tombs I don't visit cause it gives me the chills. Was in the cut, down bad, try and get me a deal. Same people there with me, they rewarded the seeds, but now they six in the field. I be questioning, is it even real? Fast life, try and be even kill. You ain't have to hunt for what you eat if you even killed. Alright, I got it now, give me the wheel. Let me show them how to do it when you free and got no reason to chill. Got every reason to stop, but I need to fulfill what I set to do when I was spitting, freezing the mill. We overseas now, kill it, get the cheese in the mail. Broke the locks, I got the keys to the jail. Try freeing the real. Yeah.
Out the gym, got 100 on your head. I was born to trap.
What's up? How we doing? How we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Marlon, and we are back at it again, man, with another edition of the show. So, if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation, Xbox, anything that we can get our hands on in the tech space. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope all is well with you guys, man. We're praying for a blessed week this week. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all of the above. We thank you guys so much for joining us again. Final week of April, man, as we progress into May. And then after May, we're right into the summertime. I promise you, this year is literally flying. Like, I'm not even joking. Like the speed of sound. This year is just going so fast. It is unbelievable. And we are literally at the end of April now. And I'm just like, man, where is the time going? And so, like my dad would always say, make use of your time. Right? Make use of your time. Make sure you're utilizing your time very well because it goes so fast, man. It goes really fast. So we have a lot of topics to talk about today. We might have a double header stream today for you guys. Big thank you to PlayStation once again for supplying us with another game for us to check out on the channel. So I literally woke up early this morning. I think it was around 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock this morning. And went to go use the bathroom and everything like that before I get my daughter ready for school. And I had like, because usually early in the mornings I have like bunch of emails, to sort out and everything. So I looked and I was like, oh, shoot. So I'm like, perfect timing. And so, yeah, massive thank you to PlayStation. We appreciate y'all for helping us out, from time and time again. So stay tuned for the content for SARS. We know that the early access starts tomorrow. For those of you who purchased the early access. So there's that. We also gave away a copy of the game this past weekend. We gave away a $75 PlayStation. What was it? Yeah, $75 PlayStation gift card. So I think my man Danilo, he won it. So congratulations, my man. And then we had my man SG helped us out. If you missed out on Saturday's stream, we had a members only thing going on, but then we had made it publicly, and then we put the stream in members only. But yeah, my man SG helped out with a copy of Returnal. So we gave away 2 copies. So congratulations to our amazing community. And like I always say, the more you guys donate to the channel and help out, hit the like button and subscribe, the more giveaways that we can do for you guys. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you guys for the support. Can't stress it enough. It's a blessing. So it's really a massive blessing, and we appreciate you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn up the heat here. Hit the like button for me. We got some topics, guys. We got some topics. So the PlayStation DRM situation, apparently there was some sort of update to where it doesn't impact PS5 games, but apparently it's impacting PS4 games, and people are furious about this. Obviously, this was seemingly a bug or a glitch on Sony's side. That's what the report is saying right now. And a lot of people are convinced that this could be Sony's way of doing this for real, mandating this. And I remembered during the PS3 generation, I think this was PS3 Vita. Yeah, we had similar situation going on. A lot of people was upset, you know what I mean? And Microsoft did the same thing back in the day. I think that this was around the Xbox One, and they quickly, I mean, because I wasn't playing that game, bro. I was not playing that game. I was like, bro, if y'all don't get this DRM nonsense out of here, bro, we gonna flip the script on this joint. You know how we get down. You know we ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I was one of the ones making videos. I was one of the ones making videos like, yo, what are we doing here? Microsoft, Sony, and man, even way back then, during the PS3 generation, that's how long I've been doing this, man. It's crazy. And I remembered one year I went to E3 and I saw somebody at Sony and I was like, man, what is up with this? What's going on with all this, man? You know what I mean? And they were trying to explain it and this and that. Oh, it's just to check this when you go online and this and that. And bro, I try to tell you guys, you don't own nothing, bro. You don't own a Christ-loving thing at all. You know what I mean? And I try to tell y'all, and I could see lawsuits happening because of this crap. But at the same time, all this verification checks and this and that. And, if you're not online, then you can't play the game. And it's a whole nother rabbit hole to deal with when it comes to that kind of stuff. And granted, who knows what the case may be, if Sony is really generally trying to push this, because if they're really trying to push this, then that's not going to be good. It's not going to go over well with a lot of people. A lot of people are infuriated by this whole thing. And while there are seemingly some ways to work around certain things, yeah, the point of the matter is when it comes to digital right management, when it comes to your digital games, you don't own them. You don't own them. I've been telling you guys this. You're just renting these games at this point, because at any point you wake up the next morning and gone. Games, you just blank PS5, you know what I mean? Blank PS4, gone. All your games are freaking gone, you know what I mean? Because some glitch or some hack happened. Y'all better pay attention. This is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff I've been talking about for years, you know what I mean? And then it's so scary, man. It's so scary. You know what I mean? Because why is it so scary? Because you are going into a all digital future. That's what the future is, man. Everything is all digital. You know what I'm saying? And what happens when the Skynet computer melts? You know what I mean? It fails. It's not working anymore. Boop. There goes everything. You know what I mean? There goes everything. Up. All that money you invested goes down the river, goes down, swirling when you flush a toilet. It's just swirling and swirling and swirling until you don't even see the swirl no more. It is gone. You understand me? So this is reason why we have to put our foot down, bro. Like I told you guys, I love Sony, bro, but at the same time, I got to speak the truth. And Sony knows me, bro. They know how I get down, bro. You know what I'm saying? They know it's all love, but at the same time, I'm going to put them in check. Like, look, this is not okay. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Same thing with Microsoft. It's all love. You know what I mean? But what's going on? Why are we, what's up with all this stuff? Because people don't like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all, even from before, the situation, remember with the PS5 Slim and with the disk drive situation where you have to have an internet connection in order just for it to register the disk drive. You know what I mean? Just for it to recognize that there's a disk drive and stuff like that. Then, okay, you don't have to, update it anymore or have it hooked up to an internet. What if you don't have any internet? You know what I mean? You're stuck without a disk drive. It's just those things, man. It's like people are just like, why? You know what I mean? And this is the reason why I try to tell y'all, put your foot down. You see what I'm saying? Because going into the future, I told y'all, it's only going to get worse, right? When it comes to your media, when it comes to your games, your video games that you love so much, right? yeah, it goes bye-bye. Yes, I know there's certain things that are attached to, physical games and blah, 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 but not as much as, at least you still got the physical friggin' copy. At least you got something to look at. At least you got something to look at. Yeah. At least you got something to look at. Okay? Even if you put the physical game in there and it don't freaking work, or you still got to update something or whatever, at least you got something to look at. Doggone it. You know what I mean? Versus you wake up and you just looking at a empty background. You know, like how the PS3 background was back in the day? Woo! Woo! See that wave? Woo! That's why I love the PS3 so much, man. Ah, man, I call it the Egyptian system. Woo! Woo! That joint is blank. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. Stop playing. Look, man. Come on, you should know this. Stop playing with me. So I'm telling you, y'all think this is a joke. Y'all laughing. It ain't funny. But listen to me right now. You know what I'm saying? You might very well wake up and turn on whatever console you may possess now and in the future. Blank friggin' screen. Gone. Gone like the freaking wind. But I got something else for you boys. You ready? You ready? I got y'all. Say less. I got you boys. Now check this out. I told you boys, like, stuff is getting so bad. Not even so bad. I don't even know what else to even say at this point. It's already going down the river. This Ramageddon, Ram crisis stuff. I got some bad news, man. Put on your seatbelts. All right. Click your seatbelts in. Okay. Check this out, man. So as much as we need the Helix, like the song says, Helix, I need you. Come on, baby, be with me. Shameless plug, by the way. Anyways, because of the RAM apocalypse, it's probably going to be severely impacted. I'm not surprised. Or impacted in some kind of... I'm not surprised. So we got Xbox boss, new boss, Asha Sharma, talking about this. We're going to talk about it. I told y'all. Price, it's going to affect pricing and release. I told you guys, prepare yourself. Those of us who want to hold on to faith of these consoles, PlayStation 6, next gen Xbox, aka Helix, gonna be cheap. Oh, it's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be so cheap. Think again. With all this RAM nonsense going on right now, it's so, guys, it is so bad. It is so bad. Everything is getting jacked up. So Helix is gonna be impacted, unfortunately. And the way how she's talking right now, it really don't seem like I don't know. It really don't seem like we're getting 2027. But you know what? Take your time. I can't stress this enough. Take your time with the Helix. You are not in a rush. Microsoft is in the rebuilding phase right now. You're rebuilding things right now. You're restructuring things right now. I saw a report too saying that they're trying to make the series consoles even better and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And, you know, now that they're recultivating everything and from the ground up and making Xbox great again and all these kind of things, right? Going back to the roots, recultivating the foundation of Xbox. Don't rush it. If you know, look at Valve right now. Valve is severely we're going to talk about that Valve Steam controller because that a lot of people are upset that it is $100. But what do you expect? I mean, obviously, everything is sky high in price and stuff. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I specifically told you guys, be prepared to pay a premium for these next generation consoles because of what's going on. And it don't seem like what's going on is going to calm down anytime soon. So we have an update on that for Project Helix if you guys are interested. We're also going to talk about the situation that's popping off with, wait for it, hold on to your seats just for a second. More price hike, more PS5 freaking price hike. This time, some other countries. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks. Everybody is going to feel it, man. Everybody is feeling it right now. More price hikes, guys. Are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised because we feeling it over here too. You know what I mean? Other countries as well now, and even more gonna be feeling it. You want that beautiful shiny PS5? It's gonna cost you. Oh, you want that beautiful PSSR? You want that upgraded PSSR? It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny. So we're gonna go over another situation that's going on here with PS5 price hikes. I'm telling you, it's going to get more worse before it even gets better. That's just the nature of the beast. So buckle up. Told y'all we got some reports for you boys today. We're also going to be talking about the PS5 Pro and path tracing. So apparently there was some gameplay that was showcased at GDC, you know, with full path tracing apparently. We're going to dig a little bit much more deeper to kind of see what's being said and what's going on there. But more on that in the latter part. Also, too, we got to talk about Arc Raiders and the PlayStation 5 Pro. So for those of you boys who, you know, have...
If Xbox wants to even try a comeback, it ain't gonna be with a highly curated and high-end console. Gonna have to do another Series 2 SKU generation.
That's the hold on. I have to stop you. Thank you for the first super chat. Appreciate you supporting the show. Hold on. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Hold on. See, Microsoft, on what you're saying right now, right? Microsoft has to be very careful. They have to be very careful with that. Because look what ended up happening with having two SKUs, right? Literally cost them the generation, right? So unless they can have a situation where, hey, one all digital and one with a disk drive. That will similar to Sony with the PlayStation 5 back in 2020. You see what I'm saying? So unless they can do something like that, and even then, I mean, how much less it's going to be without the disk drive? You see what I'm saying? Because we know the Helix is going to have a disk drive because of the, you know, physical media and, you know, Xbox, all the 4th generation of Xbox and stuff like that. Xbox One games, 360, original Xbox, blah, blah, blah. And even Helix games. So it's going to have a disk drive. So the situation is going to be is, are we going to get more like, you know, are we going to get another Series S situation again to where we get a strip? I don't think so. Because of how Microsoft is, you know, basically redoing everything from the ground up, inside and out, and development is going to be different. You see what I'm saying? So if they're going to do two SKUs, at least do one with the disk drive and one without, similar to Sony with the digital PS5 and then the one with the physical disk drive. But even still, bro, the only thing that's going to make all of this possible is subsidizing. That's it. One word rules them all in this business right now. Selling consumers new products. Subsidizing. If you can't subsidize, then you're going to get the full brunt of the price. And if you can't afford it, sorry. Like Lenovo right now, they're saying, hey, you want a Lenovo Legion Go 2? Sorry, we can't help you. You should have bought one at launch. I'm not joking. So it could be the same thing with Xbox. You see what I'm saying? Could be the same thing with PlayStation. I try to warn you guys and tell y'all, but you don't listen. You see what I'm saying? The only way this is going to happen is if they subsidize. They don't subsidize. You're going to get that full price. And it's up to you. You know what I mean? If you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't, then that's your business. But this is I try to tell y'all, it's getting crazier and crazier. Buying stuff for cheap is out the window. You see what I'm saying? I am telling you, buying cheap things is almost non-existent now in the tech space. Every once in a while, you may find a good deal on this or that. But the reality is, dude, it is getting harder and harder and harder and harder out here. I don't know if y'all waking up and realize what's going on in the world. It's not good. It's not good, bro. It's getting worse and worse. So therefore, when it comes to our space right now in the console space, it's getting ridiculously expensive. PlayStation 6, brace yourselves. Project Helix, brace yourself. Don't be naive. All right. Save your coins. Some of you guys who's been sitting here, oh, Marlon, I don't care about PS5 Pro. I don't care about this generation. Save your money. You're going to need lots of it. Going into 2027 and beyond, you have all it. I don't want to hear nobody crying. Save your money right now. Now is the time, because it's going to cost you. I warned y'all. It's going to be very expensive. You can't say I didn't tell you. Okay? So those of you who are sitting there hanging on that ray of hope, thinking, oh, it's going to be $500. Dream on. Okay? Keep on dreaming. Say you have all this time to save your money. If I were you, I'm not telling you how to manage your money. But every time you get paid, squeeze something to the side. Hey, you know what? I know I'm only getting one out of the two. So I'm going to save my money. You understand me? If it's even $20, $40, $50, $60, $100 a check, start saving it now. Don't sit there and let time passes you by and you run out of time. I always teach you guys to think for your friggin' selves. Think for yourselves. You have nobody else to blame but yourself. When Sony comes out, when Microsoft comes out with these new consoles and hits y'all upside the head with these new prices, I can't afford it. Oh, you can? Oh, okay. All right. Well, you can't afford it. Well, I guess that's it. You get left out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't get to save. Well, that's on you. You see what I'm saying? You know you're going to have to buy the console. You know you're going to have to get games. You know you're going to have to get new controllers. You know you're going to have to get PlayStation Plus and, whatever Sony decides to do or whatever Microsoft decides to do. All this stuff is going to cost you extra money. So for those of you who are blessed and in the position to be able to buy two, and you already got the money, you already prepared. Some of y'all probably got $3,000. I don't know your business, but some of y'all have it like that to where you have $2,000 to $3,000 put to the side for this stuff. This stuff is going to get real expensive, bro. Some of you guys don't even have the proper display to even play these consoles to begin with. So factor in a new TV, factor in the fact that, PlayStation 6 and Helix is going to have HDMI 2.2. In order to take advantage of that HDMI 2.2, you're going to have to upgrade your display. You think this is a joke? It's going to get real stupid expensive on you, because now you're going to have to buy new screens. You know what I'm saying? Then you're going to have to buy the system. Then you're going to have to buy these games. Who knows how much these games are going to be? Bro, it's crazy out here. So pay attention. All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's dive right off into the topics. Let's not waste any time, because we got a double header today. So hit that like button, share out the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. At any point during the show, you want to support the show, by super chatting with any super questions. It definitely does help us out so that we can continue to do more giveaways and continue to grow our community. We appreciate y'all. Also, check out my man Goku in the description as well, which is all optional. All right, with any questions that you may have, let's go. Let's get right off into it because we have another doubleheader coming up. So let's hurry up right now. All right, so check this out. Let's talk about the PlayStation DRM situation going on right now. And Sony apparently is very quiet on this. I guess, you know, a lot of these websites, well, at least Push Square seems like they reached out to Sony for updates on this PlayStation DRM situation. And Sony is not saying anything. I don't know, man. A lot of people are kind of wondering what's going on. What's up? You know, what's up, Sony? What's going on here? All right, so let's go. So as you guys can see right here, right on your screen. So PS5, PS4 game expiry DRM concerns escalate as Sony remains silent on issue. Now, this was typed up 5 hours ago. Bugging out. So update as of Monday the 27th of April at 7:15 a.m. It's early on Monday afternoon as we update this article, but we are still waiting for comment from Sony on the PS5 and PS4's alleged, you know, DRM issue. Obviously, right now we're still waiting. Right now, you know, we are waiting to see what's going on. A lot of people, you know, even tag me into this, and you know, this is people are concerned about this. We even have a video on this stuff as well too, kind of, you know, going over everything and stuff like that. So a new video by Modded Warfare, by the way, and it says that we have outlined all the problems earlier in the weekend and the story has barely moved since then. We have contacted Sony for comment and we have yet to receive a word back. So this is what we're dealing with. Now, as noted previously, this issue only appears to affect newly purchased PS4 software for now. There is still uncertainty around whether PS5 is impacted as well. So apparently, if you're on PS4 right now, or even PS5, and you buy a new PS4 game, this DRM situation, you could be getting hit with that. As he shows in the video, newly purchased software requires a PSN handshake every 30 days in order to be verified. When he takes the CMOS battery out of his console, those games got locked. Are y'all paying attention? Those games got locked and are no longer playable. So, yeah. Yeah. The timer does restart if you can connect your console to the internet, but this is obviously raises huge preservation concerns should Sony ever take its servers offline in the future. So in other words, your backside bunya like a pepper. It's still unclear whether this is an unintended bug or a new form of DRM, and we are not going to know for certain until the platform holder comments. So again, your backside, bunya like a pepper. Yeah, man. So you got to check in, you know, with this particular situation, like every 30 days. So whenever you purchase something, you know, new software and stuff like that, the PSN handshake is, hey, every 30 days it has to verify and stuff like that. Something happens and your, you know, the CMOS battery goes out or something, you clot bunya. So this sucks. You know, what's up, cousin? I see my cousin up in here. So you're in trouble at this point, right? And I like I said, I remembered how it was with the Xbox One with the DRM situation. People was very furious about that. And then Sony decided, yeah, you know what? This is what we're going to do, bro. We are going to not do this. Microsoft is like, we're not going to do this. We are not going to do this DRM situation. And then obviously Nintendo recently with all the, let's not even get into that situation. The game key situation. A lot of people are furious about that, the game key stuff. But either way, this whole DRM situation, yeah, man. Like I try to tell you guys, you don't own anything, bro. What up? What up? What up? You don't own anything. When it comes to digital games, you just renting these games. Because like I told y'all earlier, you wake up the next morning and turn on your PS5 or turn on your Xbox or whatever the case may be, your games are freaking gone. Your games could be gone. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is why I try to encourage people as much. I know, some people don't care for physical media like that. But also there are some drawbacks to physical media as well, too. In terms of, checks and updates and stuff like that. But at least you still got something to look at, at the end of the day. Thank you so much for subscribing, FWR Gamer. I appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell if anybody else is new. We appreciate y'all. But like I was saying earlier, at least for me, when it comes to a lot of physical games, I can pop them in and I don't have to do any updates. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe it was already updated or maybe there's no updates. You know what I mean? But at least I have something that I own physically versus these digital games, bro.
Well, more Xbox gonna be selling if Sony really going that route. SMH, Wagwan Marlon and Gaming Nation bless up.
Wagwan, my brother. We out here. But you know what I'm saying? But it like I was saying, gamer on console. Thank you so much for the super chat. It sucks. Either way, physical, digital, but physical is definitely better because at least you own that physical media. And if there is not a handshake check on files or basically initial, because some physical games nowadays, the full game is not even on the disc. You see what I'm saying? And you still got to go online and download and that's the way of the future. That's the way how games are going. That's the direction is you have a physical game, you know what I'm saying? And you still got to go online and you still got to download the full game. And it's like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? That I don't like that. I miss the days of PS1, PS2, and PS3 and by the time we got to, I would say PS1 and PS2. By the time we got to PS3, that's when we start having all this DRM nonsense. But hear me loudly and clearly right now. Like I said, it's only going to get worse because at that point you have the physical game and it's a paperweight. It's just like you could throw this thing, play frisbee with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's useless. What if you want to play your game, right? And you're out somewhere, you have no internet. And then you put the physical media in there and all it is just the initiated file that's on there to tell you, like the installed data that's on the disk telling you, hey, connect to an internet so you can download the rest of the game. Boy, what? I'll be so pissed off. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's happening right now. And that's why a lot of people are so furious. And on top of that, that's also another reason why a lot of people are holding on for dear life when it comes to physical media. People don't want physical media to be phased out. I'm a movie collector as well. I like to collect movies. I like to collect music physically. You know what I mean? I like my media to be physical. I like to hold on to my media. I like to collect it. I like to have something to show. You see what I'm saying? But all this digital nonsense, I don't know, man. But let's hope that Sony, you know what I'm saying, can come out and clear this up. Now, the original story behind this says there's been a huge concern among PS5 and PS4 owners today regarding an alleged from a form of DRM introduced by Sony, which appears to suggest own software will expire within 30 days. Can you imagine that, Frig? Boy, I would be flipping tables if that was the case. What?
I miss the good old gaming days going back to retro.
For sure. For sure. I mean, look at this right here. This is not a joke. Look at this right here. Let me show y'all this. Look at this. Lance McDonald, this guy right here, he's actually pretty good when it comes to this stuff. Look at I need y'all to pay attention to this stuff right now. Okay. So it says hugely terrible DRM has now been rolled out to all PS4 and PS5 digital games. Every digital game you buy now requires an online check in every 30 days. If you buy a digital game and don't connect your console to the internet for 30 days, your license will be removed. Man, that is instant lawsuits. I'm just saying. Are y'all seeing that right there? Like it says right there, 20 days remaining. No, sir. Please, Sony. Don't let this be so, bro. Please, Sony, don't let this be so. Obviously, like I said, this was prior to, us getting the actual updates and stuff like that. But that's freaking crazy. And Lance McDonald, he's pretty good with mods and, a lot of certifications and stuff like that. So he knows his stuff. And this sucks, dude. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. So let's just hope that this is a bug and this is not something that Sony is pushing, because if Sony is pushing this, bro, this is bad for us. You know what I mean? This is not good, because who the heck wants to sit there and have their license for their digital game removed if you don't check in? So what if you have internet outage, right, for 30 days or more than 30 days? 2 months your internet is out. Who knows? Something can happen in the world where you have internet internet outage in your area for months. It happens a lot of times. Maybe a tornado just came through and tore some stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Or hurricane or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. No, sir.
We'll make our own destiny.
No. That's insane, bro.
Hey Marlon, one love, God bless to you and family. Not that I'm 42 and still gaming daily on PS5. Since the 80s, bro, never thought C-Day gaming be dollar.
Yeah, straight up, man. Straight up. Look at this right here. Pay attention. Yo, shout outs to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, love you, man. Love you, Jeff. Love you, man. Appreciate you. So this was on the 25th. You see, look at this right here. Didn't I just tell y'all about this? But y'all don't listen to me. You see right here? PS3 and Vita back in 2022. Remember? I told y'all about this DRM situation with the PS3 and the Vita and stuff like that. And obviously, they worked out the kinks with that. So let's hope that they fully work out, because there's going to be a lot of PS4 players right now who are going to be very upset. You see what I'm saying? If they don't fix this situation, because apparently it's not impacting PS5 games now. It's only doing PS4. Here. So look at this. Destruction Games. I got multiple digital games yesterday, including some paid games and free demos, and all of them have a 30-day timer. Guys, are y'all seeing this right here? All of them have 30-day timer on them. All of them have. Why Sarah's sales are gonna tank? Why are you saying that? So the last digital game I purchased before yesterday, Nevergrave, which was on March 2nd, does not have the timer and still works on a dead battery. So guys, I am telling y'all, one thing I'm still wondering for myself is whether or not the timer goes away once the 30 days are up, or if it's just resets back to the start. I'll have to actually wait 30 days to see what happens. Guys, this is not good, bro. This is not good. This is not good, bro. This is not freaking good. Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
Still got my PS4 Pro with games. Let me go check.
Yeah. Go check. Oh, you're saying because of this update? Look. I hope for Sony's. Yeah. Thank you, gamer. Go check it out and let me know. Listen to me. I hope for Sony's sake that this is not a thing, bro. I saw a Dreamcast guy made a video talking about this. I didn't want to just jump on it because I didn't know how widespread it was. And then people kept tagging me and like, Marlon, you need to talk about this, bro. You know what I mean? You need to talk about this. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm talking about it today. And then I saw that they actually updated the article. But guys, this is not good. I hope that this is just a misunderstanding. I hope that Sony can actually work out the kinks on this and we can let bygones be bygones. But if this is a reality and Sony is doing this, this is not good. This is not good, because we saw what happened with the Xbox One at the time when Microsoft was over here trying to push DRM. And a lot of people say, you trying to push that on us? Oh, nah, you must be out of your natural born living mind. It's not going to fly. You better reverse that, or we not buying the Xbox One. And I'm telling you, Microsoft did a complete 180. They did a complete switcheroo. There's like, yeah, we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because the heat that was coming, Microsoft was like, yeah, we good, bro. And you see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you guys, this is something that I am praying that is just a misunderstanding. It's a bug. Okay, it's a bug. And it can be fixed. You know, the Sony can reverse or fix whatever it is, because if this thing gets widespread enough and people start realizing that this is legitimately a thing that Sony is trying to push, not good. Especially going into the PlayStation 6 generation. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fire on the seat. Don't sit down. All right, man. We ain't even done with you boys yet. Ooh. The seat is very hot right now. You ready? Don't sit down. The seat is scorching hot right now, boys. Don't sit down. Whatever you do, don't sit down. Wherever you are, don't sit down. The seat is hot. Okay? And we both know what that comes with. So, look, don't sit down, guys. Seat is hot. Okay? You ready? You ready? You ready?
If this is true, I'm sending my PS5 Pro to Marlon to give away on the stream, no joke.
Oh, hey, Gabe, thank you so much, Gamer. I appreciate you. Look, man. Let's just pray. Let's just pray and hope that it's just a bug. You know what I'm saying? Let's just pray and hope to God that it's just a bug. And this thing does not get, but I'll follow up with this. I'll let you guys know if Sony makes an official response to this. I'll make a video or I'll do a live stream talking about it. Say, hey guys, hey, you know, Sony just put out a statement regarding this. So I got y'all. Just keep your fingers crossed for right now, because apparently it only impacts PS4 games and not PS5, according to this article. But y'all let me know. Mileage may vary. Y'all check your games and see what's going on, okay? All right. Don't sit down on the seat, boys. Ooh, this one is scorching hot right now. Ooh, like a pepper. Like a hot Scotch bonnet pepper. Woo! Coming from WCC F Tech. I told y'all not to sit down. This is the reason why. Sony blames global economic pressure as PS5 and PS5 Pro and PS Portal get pricier across 6 more countries. Woo, boy. So, hey, we feeling it over here in the States. And I feel like those 6 other countries, oh boy. This sucks, man. This sucks for everybody. So it says right here, today, Sony announced pricing changes for its PS5 and PS5 Pro and PS Portal consoles across South Korea and Southeast Asia. Effective May 1st. Heads up. Effective May 1st, 2026. Sony cited continued pressures in the global economic landscape as the reason. This follows similar hikes already announced for North America, Brazil, Europe, and Japan, which came in effect on April the 2nd. And obviously, if you're living in these countries right now, I feel so bad for you. Because if you haven't gotten a chance to buy a PS5 or a PS5 Pro or whatever the case may be. This is the new price hike for these other countries, these 6 other countries that did not get hit with the price hike from April the 2nd. Okay. So if you're in South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam. So it sucks. If you're in those countries right now, these are the pricing. You see what I'm saying? These are the pricing right here. For PS5 Pro, good Lord. Good Lord. Look at them PS5 Pro prices. Oh my God. So I'm telling y'all, and then this is the new PlayStation Portal prices for South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia. So these are the new prices, man. Look at those prices, man. My head is hurting right now. In case you missed them, these were the changes that went in effect across North America, Brazil, and Japan earlier this month. So these are the prices that we got hit with, you know, in the US, UK, Europe, Japan, and Brazil. So if you guys live in these countries right now, in these new countries that are getting hit with these prices, I feel bad for you. I really do. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, man. It's getting harder and harder out here. And these companies are saying, hey, they're feeling the pressure right now. So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this right now. Bro, let me say this to y'all. And I know some of y'all gonna come in and chime in with your opinions. Listen to me. If Sony is saying global economic pressure, if Sony is blaming the global economic pressure to go up on the PS5, PS5 Pro, and PS Portal worldwide, guys, all the countries are impacted by this now. No matter where you live at, you probably got hit with a price hike. If you don't get hit with it yet, you're going to get hit with it soon. Because of inflation, the secondhand market is elevating. So let me ask y'all this. Be honest. Anybody who want to step up to the table and have something to say about this. What do you think? PlayStation 6. How much do you think PlayStation 6 is going to be? Or don't you think PlayStation 6 is going to get hit by the global economic pressure? Y'all better wake. Some of y'all are still sleeping. You better wake up, man. You better wake. This is the thing that I've been telling you guys. These companies are going to push that cost on you. Is Sony could easily subsidize. This is what I was trying to tell y'all, but some of y'all were still in Sony land, in La La land, and not even realizing what I was telling you. If Sony can't subsidize the price of this old hardware, 6-year-old hardware, 7-year-old hardware at this point, if Sony can't subsidize, what makes you think? No, I need somebody to debate me on this. What makes you think PlayStation 6 is going to be cheaper? Huh? I'm waiting. I'm waiting right now. What makes you think, bro, PlayStation 6 is going to be any better? Because Sony is going to be saying the same thing. If this thing does not, bro, listen to me right now. If this thing does not calm down, that like globally, we're not even just talking about the RAM stuff, tariffs, all this stuff, right? What do you think is going to happen during the PlayStation 6 generation? I warned you guys and I told y'all it's going to be expensive. Sony has the power to subsidize. Sony has the power to, you see what some of y'all saying? $1,200. Some of y'all saying $1,000. I told y'all, I've been saying, you see, y'all thought I was freaking crazy. Y'all thought I was freaking crazy, right? When I told y'all $1,000 for the PlayStation 6, I told you, prepare yourselves. It's not unrealistic to think that a PlayStation 6 could cost $1,000 in this market right now. This is absolutely, they said the chat is sleeping. Bro, this is crazy right now. This is absolutely crazy, right? If anything, Sony can sit there and subsidize the price. For this generation, they could subsidize the price on the PS5 Pro. Why in the name of Jesus did they not subsidize the price for the PS5 Pro? Why won't you subsidize the price? No, we're not doing that. Because we're severely impacted by the RAM shortages, the memory shortages, right? Economically speaking, the economy speaking, you know what I'm saying? Tariffs and all this and that. So, bro, prices are going up, continue to rise. 20%, 30%, 60%, 80%, 100% in even some territories. The secondhand market right now is skyrocketing. It's going through the roof. It's only getting worse, guys. It's not getting any better. So this is a telltale sign. Pay attention to what I'm saying. This is a telltale sign to tell you boys that PlayStation 6 could be real pricey. Think about this, man. Think about those of you who are in the Philippines, those of you who are in Japan and Southeast Asia. You see what I'm saying? You're in Europe, all these different countries, Canada. I'm telling you, guys are going to feel it the most because of inflation and all the stuff that's going on. Be prepared to spend over $1,000 on these consoles. I try to warn y'all and tell y'all, when it's all said and done, when you factor in disk drives, memberships, games, other accessories, that's what you're going to be looking down the barrel of. This is not a joke. These companies are not going to eat the costs. They're not going to eat. I specifically warned y'all and told y'all last year, at the end of last year, before Thanksgiving rolled in, before Black Friday rolled in, I specifically said to y'all, get yourself a PS5, get yourself an Xbox while you can. Because if you let time pass you and you go into 2026, you are doomed. And this is exactly what's happening. So some of y'all keep thinking PlayStation 6 is going to be cheap. Let's move on to something. Oh boy, we are swimming in uncharted waters right now. I feel sorry for some of us because some of us over here trying to row the boat and our paddles are damaged. We over here. Come on, boat. What the heck? I'm not moving. What the heck is going on? Oh my God, there's a hole in the boat. Oh shoot. And now you're doing this. You see in the cartoons and stuff. Now you're trying to do this, trying to hurry up, and it's only making it worse. Where you going? You might as well bail out. Oh, wait a minute. You can't swim? Oh my goodness, man. That's not good. Hold on to the boat, bro. Hold on to the boat. Now you have no choice but to hold on, get on top of the boat at that point. You know what I'm saying? I try to warn you guys. Now you have a hole in your boat. And now you're trying to row that boat as fast as you can. Water's rising. Too late. It's too freaking late right now. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about in this economy. I'm talking about in this gaming space right now. It is absolutely insane when you sit down and think about it. Like there's no breaks for us. And I'm telling you, we running with no breaks on this one. I'm sorry. Ain't no breaks. Whew. I try to tell y'all, brace yourselves right now, because the next story, this ain't looking too good. All right. It's going to get expensive. And if our next topic is not a telltale sign that stuff is about to get stupid expensive when it comes to these consoles, think again. And this is not a joke. Get ready. All right, PureXbox.com is reporting, right up there in your alley. You can't escape this one. Asha Sharma explains why Xbox isn't ready to share a release timeline for Project Helix, but dev kits are definitely going out in 2027. What does that tell you? What does this tell you? They're not ready right now to give you a timeline. Come on, you should know this. Pay attention to the screen. This ain't not laughing matter. Pay attention. Okay? You see what I'm telling y'all? So y'all talk about Helix, I need you. This is the situation at hand right now. This is not a joke. They are not even ready. They are not even freaking ready right now You see what I'm saying? To even give us a timeline. So what's going to happen with the Helix? Are we talking about 2029 at this point? Are we talking about 2028 at this point? Like, what's going on? Because all we're hearing is dev kits is going out in 2027. So by the looks of this, you see what I'm saying? This ain't coming out in no 2027, bro, which is good for us because it gives us more time with this generation. And so let's roll down. I told y'all paddling with a boat with a hole in there, a massive hole in that thing. Now, pay attention to the screen. Xbox Asher Sharma knows we want one, but is rightfully being cautious about it right now. So talking to GameFile last week, Sharma responded to a question about memory shortages and price increases by stating that the world's pretty dynamic and there are lots of variables that will go into a release window and pricing and availability. So you know what this means for Helix? It means Helix ain't gonna be cheap. We already knew Helix was not gonna be cheap, but man, yo, these next gen consoles are gonna be freaking expensive. Oh my God, dude. Oh my freaking God. All right, pay attention now. Quote, all things are an equation. Memory costs will impact pricing, will impact availability. As we think about being where the world plays, we will take that into consideration, so we're not ready to share a launch timeline right now. The world's pretty dynamic. My number one focus, though, is to focus on what's in our control. Build a great console to play great games, including your PC games. End quote. I couldn't agree more with that. Building a great console. Couldn't agree more with that. All right, let's keep it pushing. All right. Now, quote, all I can share is that we have development kits going out next year, and we are working really hard and have a lot to continue to do and a lot to continue to learn. But we are really excited about Project Helix and the initial feedback that we are getting. End quote. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So if we're hearing, pay attention to your screen. If we are hearing this right now, guys, if we're hearing that, you know, Project Helix reveal could be impacted, release timeline could be impacted, pricing, availability, you know what I'm saying? Think about those things. Y'all think PlayStation 6 is going to be cheap? Y'all think PlayStation 6 is going to be a cakewalk? Think again. Think again. Because this RAM stuff is no freaking joke, man. It's no joke right now. And I really hope things get better as time progresses. So y'all boys, let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think? All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on. Lord have mercy. God help us, man. God help us. That's all I can say. God help us. Because this is not good. Now, Asha is out here changing the scope right now. So let's go, man, because this is awesome. And this is what I really wanted to hear when it comes to the Series X and S generation. So let's go ahead and let's take it away. All right. So Asha is pretty much recultivating the Xbox Series generation from the ground up, basically rebooting this generation. So yeah, man, this is awesome. This is awesome, man. The fact that Microsoft is, you know, focusing more on, you know, the console side of things now, which that should have been the case since day one. But Microsoft drifted from the console and start going more into the cloud and, you know, mobile and things of that nature. And every screen is an Xbox and all this and that. Pay attention to your screen. All right. Now, make sure you boys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, this has come from purexbox.com. So Asha Sharma says Xbox is investing to make Xbox Series X and S consoles a first-class experience again. I am for it. Let's go. Take your time with the Helix. Take your time with the Helix. That's all. Remix. Take your time with the Helix. Take your time with the Helix. So that's how important they are to new leadership. This is awesome, man. They're basically recultivating the Xbox Series X and S generation. And with us basically, not knowing when we're going to be getting the Helix, yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not push? I mean, I know for some people, they're going to say, well, Marlon, this is too late. But we're probably not going to get the Helix until 2028 or even 2029, depending on what happens. So why not? Why not make this a first class experience for the next 2 to 3 years? Who knows when Helix is coming out? So I can't knock Asha for trying, bro. She's doing so freaking good. And she's trying to stabilize Gen 9 as healthy and high quality base. So basically refreshing this generation, right? So let's go ahead and let's dig right into this one. Quote, we have formed a new team and we are investing in console features. We are standing up the muscle. We're standing up the muscle to make sure that all of our performance and reliability and quality is great. We are investing in it as a first-class experience again, and we want to make sure that all players who want to be on Gen 9 or on Gen 9 with a great console with regular updates. End quote. Can't blame her for this, bro. She's doing so good, man. Quote, I think that the Gen 9 is a great piece of hardware, and we want to make sure that gameplay and the platform experience is excellent. We know we just haven't invested as much there, and so we are getting back to that. End quote. So there you go. Again, I'm like my man, Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man. Yeah, man. Bringing it back all together. Pulling it in together. Listen to me right now. It's never too late. Because some of y'all are saying too late, but here's the reality. A lot of you guys are not going to be able to afford the Helix. I'm just saying. A lot of you guys are probably not going to be able to afford the Helix. So what does that mean? It means if Microsoft continues to make games for Series X and S, that could be a value proposition. I specifically told you guys during the Xbox Series X and S generation, Microsoft just gave up. Microsoft did not treat the Series X and S generation with care. At least the love and care that we were expecting them to. Development, there was a lot of games that just did not look good, did not play good. Obviously, the stupid price hikes, that happened. Multiple price hikes at this point, and a lot of people got priced out. You know what I mean? And so, again, let's see what happens. Because, again, most people, like I said, who knows your situation? I hope everybody can afford it. I hope everybody can afford a Helix. But some of you guys are already saying if it's going to be $1,500, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's hope everybody can afford it. Right? But right now, Gen 9 is probably going to be a value proposition for a lot of people. If Microsoft goes back, what's up, Sharifi? If Microsoft goes back to the roots and like they're doing now and basically refresh everything, then we might be up for something. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, let's go ahead and let's push forward to our next topic at hand. This has to do with the PS5 Pro. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to tie both of these stories together, okay? All right, so let me put a timestamp on that. Hit that like button for me, guys. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and let's take it away. So 2 stories. 1, Arc Raiders PS5 Pro update arrives tomorrow. Okay, so if you're playing Arc Raiders right now and you wanted to know what's going on with Arc Raiders and stuff like that, let's go ahead and let's take that away. And then also PS5 Pro path tracing. Yes, that's right. Path traced F125 on PS5 Pro. Yeah, this stuff is pretty impressive. I can't lie. But we're going to go over both of it right here on the show. Let's go ahead. Let's take it away. All right, so we have Arc Raiders upgraded PS5 Pro PSSR upscaling available on April 28th. All right, so it says with the release of Arc Raiders update 1.26 on April 28th, PS5 Pro players will now be able to benefit from the new upgraded version of PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution PSSR. This machine learning based upscaling technology analyzes game image. So obviously, let me say this as well, because now if you scroll down here, so game images, pixels by pixel, reconstruct, and a sharper, higher quality output. So sharper, more stable image. So this is the new PSSR right here. That's the original, and that's the new. Wait a minute. Hold on. Go back. Wait a minute. Y'all see that? That's the original. Do y'all see any difference? Probably can't see no difference because we're on here, but I do love the fact that they actually put out this video and stuff like that. So that's the original, and that's the new. Original and new PSSR for Arc Raiders. I guess y'all wasn't paying attention. So new update that's going to be rolling out. You say look at the clouds. Yeah, I'm going to look at the clouds for a second. I see more detail in the rain and stuff like that, but it says right here, it says crisp, stable image, less flickering and shimmering. The new PSSR delivers crisp visuals across all environment, doing a great job on preserving fine details, visual artifacts such as flickering and shimmering and significant reduce, resulting in a cleaner and more consistent picture, especially in complex scenes. That's the original. Oh, wait. I see it. Bro, that's a big difference. Look at the original. Look at all that shimmering. Look right here. You see where my mouse is? Pay attention to right here.
Look the same to me. What a scam. Man face bombing.
Hold on. Look right here. You can see the improvements in terms of the shimmering. Look right here. Pay attention to right here. Watch this. You could see the improvements, man. Watch this. You see that? You see all that noise in the part of the mesh right there on the cage? You could see all that artifacting and stuff like that. You could see a difference, bro. Trust me, there is a difference. That's the original. See, look at the blinds. Look at all the noise, the noise on the blinds. You see all that flickering and shimmering and stuff on the blinds? Pay attention. See all that? See, all that just goes away. So there is a difference. It might not be a huge difference, but if you are someone that, you don't like flickering, and I don't like flickering and shimmering. I don't like it. And when it comes to how my games look, you know what I'm saying? All this shimmering and flickering and the image looking rough and stuff, you can definitely see the image being a lot more crisper, less flickering, less shimmering and stuff like that. But I could see the difference there. So that's the original. That's new PSSR. So it pretty much cleans up the image. And so you have less, less shimmering and flickering and stuff like that. All right, so let's come down here. Okay. So the update is going to roll out tomorrow. And obviously, this is from the Arc Raider lead from the studio. It says the new PSSR brings significant improvements to image quality, especially in challenging scenarios with many small details in motion. Impressive to see how well it works on the wide oh my God. Good Lord. Catch my breath there. Look. Hold on, guys. Good Lord. Oh, man. Yeah, guys. Sorry about that. Thanks for subscribing. So the verification of complex scenes that we'll see in Arc Raiders. So yeah, man. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so there's that. Let me know y'all thoughts. I know, some of y'all say the PS5 Pro is a scam. At $900 though, I can't recommend PS5 Pro at $900. If you can find one under $700, I would say it's worth it. And for those of you who are saying the PS5 Pro is a scam, what do you think PlayStation 6 is going to be? If PS5 Pro is a scam, remember, PS5 Pro and PlayStation 6 is related. They kin, bro. They family. You know what I'm saying? They brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So they related by blood. So if you're saying one is a scam, then I guess they're both a scam. You see what I'm saying? Pay attention to what I'm saying. All right. Y'all think this is a joke. It's a bigger scam. Okay, bro. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next PS5 Pro stuff. All right. Now, this is Digital Foundry. Path traced F125 on PS5 Pro Codemasters tech demo revealed. So, yeah, there was something that was posted. Now, this news actually comes from GDC presentation called Path Tracing at 200 miles an hour. Currently paywalled on GDC Vault that focus primarily on the PC version, detailing the efforts of two senior engine programmers who worked on the project over the course of a full year. Right at the end of the presentation, it's noted that the RX 9070 XT is surprisingly okay at path tracing in their testing, delivering a solid 30 FPS update rate during a night race in Dubai. At 4K using FSR3 quality mode, the results got them thinking about even less powerful graphics hardware. Pay attention to this right here. Cue the surprise delivery of a video of F125 running with path tracing on the PS5 Pro. This particular version runs with an internal resolution of 1080p, somewhat little below the 1440p used on the 9070 XT, but upscaled to 4K using PSSR, while a native port from the PC version reportedly ran with frame times around 42.32 milliseconds, equivalent to a frame rate of circa of 24 FPS. A more advanced path tracing prototype called ORCA, and then from the EA Seed internal research organization, was capable of a much better result at 23 millisecond on average, or around 43 FPS. That potentially offers headroom for a consistent 30 FPS output on PS5 Pro. So that's crazy, bro, that the PS5 Pro is out here doing path tracing. It's not doing path tracing comfortably, but it can do it, which means PlayStation 6 is going to pick up that torch and do path tracing, right? With no problems at all. So This is really impressive. And then there was a shots to my man. What's his name again? What's his name again on Twitter? I think his name is, what's his name again? Bouncer? No, Rhino. That's his name, Rhino. Let me show y'all this. Rhino, there he is. Shots to Rhino. I saw this. Let me see. Let me find it. Where's the post? Let me see if I can find it. Yep, here it is. Here it is, right here. Here it is. So as you guys can see, make sure y'all go follow my man Rhino. So PlayStation 5 Pro ran a tech demo for F125 utilizing path tracing during GDC. First ever showcase of path tracing on consoles. Demo ran at 1080p 30 FPS upscaled to 4K via PSSR. Look at this, man. So obviously this is PC basically. This is PC basically. And this is PC up here, and I'm guessing this is PS5 Pro down here. Because it says path tracing on. So, man, that looks absolutely freaking insane though. I can't lie. I can't lie. But when you're dealing with path and it's not just PS5 Pro, it's on PC, bro. The 9070 XT that was running it at 30 frames. I mean, if you max out settings on Cyberpunk right now, I have a 5090. You max ray reconstruction, path tracing, ray tracing, everything maxed out. You're probably getting about 30 FPS without upscaling. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? So, and a 5090 is a $2,500 GPU. So I am telling you, path tracing is very taxing on any hardware. So you say, oh, it's just 30 frames. Yeah, on PC too, bro. I just showed y'all. On PC as well. So it's not just PS5 Pro. It's also on PC as well. And so, again, that's just the way it is. Yes, the one below is PS5 Pro. Yeah, I figured that much. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on to the next topic at hand. Woo! Get your money. Those of you who are going to be buying the Steam machine, I ain't going to tell you no lie. This controller is ugly, bro. This controller is ugly. What a ugly controller, man. This controller is so freaking ugly. But hey, it's okay. It's not about the ugliness. It's about the use case. All right, let's move on to our next topic. So closer to the performance of a mouse than a controller, Valve explains the best feature of its next-gen Steam controller. Look at that ugly thing. Those of you who are, that controller is ugly. I remember the older Steam controllers, and they're not the best looking thing aesthetically. Like, they look so freaking ugly. Like, oh my goodness, that thing is ugly as heck. Oh my God. Like, I don't know. Maybe it might be, ergonomically speaking, it looks to be maybe comfortable. I don't know. Especially those of you with big hands. Yeah, you already know. So PC players and developers are alike have a long history of all-in games and design with game controllers. Okay, so they're just yapping there. Let's scroll down. So here is a hands-on right here. Let's see.
Just over 10 years ago, Valve released its very first Steam machine based on a Linux operating system. It was a worthy endeavor. It was an attempt to challenge Windows.
For camera control in 3D games. And I have used one of these devices before. I don't have
Oh
one
my
on hand,
God, that is so freaking
and I will
hideous.
say it's very awkward. It's very awkward. It's a weird feeling.
God.
This actually feels like an evolution, right? It's been 10 years since that device launched. It's an evolution of that. but it's so better in so many ways, and it takes so many learnings from the Steam
It's
Deck
hideous,
itself
bro.
to actually make a really good controller for PC and kind of console controller games on the PC. So it has all the controls you'd expect, plus dual trackpads below the sticks, a dedicated Steam button, a Steam Quick Action menu button, and 4 back buttons. It feels very much like the Steam Deck, except that the ergonomics of the device are very different. It's kind of sculpted to fit your hand instead of being flat like the Steam Deck is. It's like the dual trackpads, for instance, are canted slightly inwards to give your thumbs a more comfortable place to rest, and it feels very, very good in the hand. And also the buttons feel slightly different in some ways. The sticks feel fairly similar. The face buttons feel very similar. The triggers have a bit more of a pull to them, I would say. And the top trigger buttons, the kind of RB, LB equivalents, those have a mushier actuation instead of the clicky, snappy actuation on the Steam Deck. It has gyro controls, as you might expect. Again, more Steam Deck functionality. It has magnetic thumbsticks using a technology called TMR. They're saying is an
I hate when you
evolution
talk
of
bad
our
about PC and Steam, but you have me joked saying the controller ugly. Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji. I'ma get you back for that one. Yeah, yo, no cap. Smiley face emoji.
So presumably,
Smiley face emoji.
you know, similar
This
to
man.
if not better. And
This
it should
man,
have
bro.
impacts on durability, right? A better actuation of the stick over its lifetime than a potentiometer, right? Or other technologies there.
You so
It has
funny,
a
Top
feature
Shelf.
called
Love
grip
you, bro.
sense, which is really cool, where the controller can sense if you're gripping the unit or if your fingers are off the back of the unit using capacitive sensors, which can be used as an additional modifier or input. So the example of the functionality they showed me, and I have a demo running here of myself using this functionality, is disabling gyro aiming when you aren't gripping the controller. So you can reposition your arms without having to recenter your aim by lifting your fingers off the back of the controller.
I'ma tell you one
and they were showing
thing.
it to me in the game Balash.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing. That controller is gonna be sold out. How much is the controller? I think it's $100, right? It's gonna be sold out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's gonna be sold out. Oh yeah, $100. Here it is right here. The Steam controller's current add to cart date is Monday, May the 4th, and pricing has been confirmed at $100. Guys, be quick if you want, because I'm telling you, this is gonna get scalped. $150 in Canada. Oh my God. I'm sorry for my Canadian brothers. Guys, $100. You better get on this controller quick. Because if you're getting in that Steam machine, get on that. I'm telling you, you're gonna regret not getting it. Scalpers are gonna be all over this. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be hard to get. You know when it comes to Valve, man. You know when it comes to Valve, this kind of stuff like goes quick, especially now in the current market. So I'm gonna tell you right now, that controller is gonna be on eBay for $1,000 or for $500 because everything just seems to be going up in price. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. But they apparently improve on the gyro, the trackpad, the buttons, how it actually feels, and everything like that. You know, so I'm curious about that controller, man. If I really do want to probably get my hands on it to kind of check it out, like maybe review it on the channel and tell you guys, give you all my thoughts on it. But yeah, we'll see. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think? All right. Q&A time. Q&A. It says, will the Steam machine be compatible with PS5? Yeah, I would. Of course, it's a PC. I would assume so. And you said Valve has a video on this? Hold on, let me see something. You said Valve has a video on this. See, $100. Oh, here it is. We got a video on it. All right, so Steam controller. Let me put a time. Shout out to my man Skillful. Yeah, I'm going to try to see if I can get my hands on this controller because it's going to be really hard to get this controller, bro. I'm telling you, I'm going to try as soon as May 4th comes, I'm going to try to get my hands on it so that we could check it out and review it on the channel and I can give you all my thoughts. Because, yeah, your box side bone you like a pepper. All right, let me show you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. Here we go.
This video is a quick overview of what you'll find inside the Steam controller box, how to get started with it, and a quick look at some of the features. First, let's open it up. Inside, you'll find the all-new Steam controller, the Steam controller puck, which is both a wireless receiver and charging station, a USB-A to USB-C cable, and an information book. The puck is the fastest, most reliable way to play wirelessly.
Okay.
The easiest way to get playing is to connect the USB-C cable to your puck and then plug the other end of the cable into your PC.
Okay.
Steam does all the hard work to make sure your controller performs seamlessly when playing your games. Turn on the controller by pressing the Steam button. Your controller will automatically be connected wirelessly to your PC through the puck.
Nice. Similar to the
LED will be
Series X
solid
controller.
white when connected.
Pro controller.
Press the Steam button on the controller again to bring up big picture mode, a controller-focused Steam interface. If you have a Steam Deck, this will look very familiar. Also, like the Steam Deck, we will be adding improvements and features with software updates. Make sure you install the newest firmware updates, especially when you first use the controller. When installing updates, the puck will update first. Once that's done, unplug the USB cable from your puck, then plug the cable into your Steam controller. Your Steam controller will start updating automatically. Once the update is finished, you can unplug the cable from your Steam controller and plug it back into your puck. Now go ahead and launch a game. The Steam controller has all the normal gamepad controls that you're familiar with, including responsive, longer-lasting, next-generation magnetic thumbsticks. It also has a bunch of great.
You know what I'm wondering too, guys? The battery life. I'm wondering the battery life on this thing. Like, how good is the battery life gonna be? It better be good. It better be. If for $100, it better be good. Cause this is gonna be my first Steam controller, by the way. Cause I didn't get the original one. So yeah.
Inputs to help you make the most of your gaming experience. 2 trackpads that can be customized for all sorts of uses. A gyro sensor, which allows moving your controller around for input. 4 grip buttons, which can be toggled on or off and remapped to any functionality you'd like.
Oh, nice.
And finally, 2 capacitive grip sensors on the handles to detect when your fingers are on the grips.
Wow.
The trackpads can be used in a variety of ways. They can be used as a mouse substitute to give you a more precise way to aim and control the camera, or a more intuitive way to play mouse-first games like Deck Builders and 4X. It can be used as a radial pop-up menu to give direct access to key inputs and fully customizable for countless possibilities. The capacitive grip sensors are a new kind of input to help improve gyro gameplay. It works by sensing whether your hands are touching the grips on the controller. If you extend your fingers away from the grip, the sensor will turn off. The sensitivity is customizable as well, so you can configure it to be as responsive as you'd like.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It can be used as a way to ratchet while using gyro. Simply release your fingers to turn gyro off and reset your position back to center. In our gaming, we found that grip sense can be used for other things as well. For example, it can be used to bring up a weapon wheel or a map in-game with just the release of a finger. When you're finished, we made it super easy to charge back up. Just set the controller over your puck and it'll snap into place.
Oh, nice.
The next time you want to use your controller, just grab it off the puck and press the Steam button to get going. To learn more about the Steam controller and its endless configuration possibilities, visit this link. We're so excited for you to get your hands on this controller and start playing. Have fun.
What do you guys think? I'm gonna tell you right now, that controller, I'm just saying, knowing how the market is right now, guys, that controller is gonna be out of stock like crazy. I'm gonna tell you, in preparation for the Steam machine, I'm warning you guys, if you want this thing, get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, because right now the Steam Decks are sold out. And so this new controller, what was it? The last one was like 10 years ago or something. If you want it, get it. If you don't want it, that's fine. But I'm telling you right now, that controller is going to be sold out, and they're going to have it on eBay, selling it for ridiculous freaking you know how the market is. You know how the market is. You know what I mean? So, hey, we'll see. You say it's a pass? Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be for everybody, so it's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, it might not be for you. It might be for other people and stuff like that. But it's 35 hours. What? Bro, that's more than the DualSense Edge controller. That's way more than the DualSense Edge controller. Let's go. Let's freaking go. And that's way more. I know the Xbox Elite controller, the battery in that lasts pretty long. I think I charge my Xbox Elite controller maybe once every 2 months. Maybe. 35 hours, that's pretty long. That's pretty long. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty long. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty long. That's not bad. You know? That's not bad. It said everything lasts longer than the duals. That is true. That is true. Yeah, the battery on the DualSense Edge is not good, bro. That's one of the areas where I feel like Sony needs to improve, bro. They need to improve on the battery, man. For the next iteration of the DualSense and the DualSense Edge, they gotta improve. They gotta improve on those things. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they have to improve. They have to improve on the battery on the DualSense, the next iteration of the DualSense and the DualSense Edge. Obviously, by the time we get a PlayStation 6, we're going to get a new DualSense Edge controller, and we're also going to be getting new DualSense controllers as well, you know? So I at least hope that Sony can make the battery last 60 hours, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Probably not 60 hours knowing them. Probably, I don't know, maybe 20, maybe 30, way better than how it is now. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because some people are like, man, they play for like a couple hours and their battery is done. And I'm just like, oh man, that sucks, dude. But yeah, I wish the battery life was great on the DualSense Edge controller. For the price, I mean, it's $200 for that controller, bro. It's not cheap. It says, I agree with the battery life. Sucky. It says, but I feel that things the controller can do DualSense Edge, it's second to none in terms of performance and features. Yeah, but still, battery life is key, bro. I'm sorry, man. Battery life is key. Like, regardless of features, I would take better battery life over certain features because I'm just saying, you want as much playtime as possible without holding the charge. May 4th is when the controller is going to be up for pre-order, I believe, for the new Steam controller. May 4th. He said, Marlon, Steam machine minimum $1,500. Ooh, bro, I want to get one of the Steam machines, but that's going to be an uphill battle to get one because whenever they do announce it, I don't know the pricing. They can't market that thing for $1,000. I think it's going to be a tough sell at $1,000, even though in this economy and the RAM shortages and stuff, I don't know. That's probably what they're struggling with right now is pricing for the Steam machine. But when that thing becomes available, if you want one, get one because that thing is going to be sold out. And then after the first batch is sold out, it's going to be stupid hard for you to get one. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you want one of those Steam machines, you better get one because when it's sold out, it's going to be on eBay for thousands of dollars. You have been warned, especially with all this RAM shortages stuff going on. You better be ready. You better be ready for it. It's going to be sold out. No doubt. No, you're right. No doubt. So yeah, dude, it's gonna be tough. You see what's going on right now. I said my birthday month, really? Hey, happy birthday, Marty. Happy birthday. Oh yeah. Facebook Marketplace, Macari, Craigslist. They're gonna be having that thing up there for ridiculous amount of money. I'm gonna tell you that right now on the used market. So it's, bro. You know, all these systems, man, the PlayStation 6, same thing. Helix is even going to be worse. I'm going to tell you that. These secondhand markets is going to be nuts, dude. Steam Machine will be around $700 to $800. Probably. I could see around $700 to $800. That's a more realistic price. You know what I mean? He says, I don't want a Steam Machine. All you need to do is install Steam OS on your PC. That is true. That is true. That is true. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. You know what I mean? And then you already got your own Steam Machine. He said you got to start preaching the TMR sticks for any controller. He says built from now. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, Benny B, are they going to be doing that? Are they going to be doing that? You see what I'm saying? Yep. Are they going to be? And that was the problem that a lot of people were having, was a lot of stick drift issues with the DualSense. You know what I mean? So whether they do the TMR or they do the what do you call it? What's the name of it again? What they call it? Those the other technology I forgot right now off the top of my head. But yeah, let's hope they do it. Let's hope they do it. He said, thanks for the early birthday. Happy birthday. He says, but the Steam Machine. No, not the Steam Machine. Hall Effects. Yeah, there it is. Hall Effects. So you have let's hope that the next iteration of the DualSense and the DualSense Edge are Hall Effect sticks or TMR, whichever one. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have been complaining about, stick drift issues and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's why we got to voice it out, because we can't be buying controllers for $100 and above and facing stick drift. Yeah, I know. It's unacceptable, bro. It's unacceptable. Yeah, we need Hall Effect sticks or TMR, whichever one. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one. Because that's just ridiculous, dude. It's just ridiculous at this point. To buy a controller for $100 and then you're having stick drift issues. You're right. 100%. No exceptions, bro. No exceptions. You're 100% right. I agree with you on that. This is why we got to continue to be vocal about stuff like this. This is why we got to continue to put our foot down and be like, hey, this is the features that we are looking for. This is the features that we want and stuff like that. This is the reason why. You know what I mean? Because, bro, in this economy, bro, oh my freaking goodness. This economy? Bro, this economy is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's almost impossible to survive in this. You know what I mean? It's crazy out here, So, just got to prepare yourselves, boys. Like Kratos would say, prepare yourself, boy. No excuses. The Steam controller got to have Hall Effect or TMR. If not, that thing is a waste of money. I'm pretty sure it probably, you know what? Let me see something. IGN has a review right now on it. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say, but I could at least hope. That's the only thing that we could do. So that's what I'm saying about the battery. Don't give Sony any ideas. Best believe if they update the battery or sticks, we're paying $100 for DualSense and $250 for the Edge. But hey, you know what? That's okay though, because we need better products for our money. Oh, IGN said it does. Oh, great. Well, there you go. There you go. Shout out to my man Skillful. There you go. He said, look at MBG's newest tweet. What is he saying? He said, but take that with a grain of salt. Yeah. You know how you know what? You're right. Because of how IGN is, you're right. You're right. Oh, it says one of my viewers contacted PlayStation support about the 30-day DRM update for PS4 and PS5 games. The response they got makes it sound like this is not a mistake or a bug. Bro. Bro, you got to be kidding me right now. You got to be kidding me. Right? You got to be kidding me, right? I'm going to read this again. Let me read it again. One of my viewers contacted PlayStation support about the 30-day DRM update for PS4 and PS5 games. The response they got makes it sound like this is not a mistake. Hello? Are we still sleeping? Or bug. And is intentional. They describe it as a technical feature. Oh my God. Oh my God, help us. Bro, this is not good. This is not good. Yeah. I gotta make a video on this. Oh my God, have mercy. I quit. I quit. I quit. Quit, bro. I quit. I can't, bro. A technical feature. Lord have mercy. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll wait for Sony. We'll wait for Sony. We'll see. We will see. We'll see. This is crazy, man. Oh, Lord. And then we're going into the next generation. Oh, Lord, help us. So let's get to the poll right quick because we don't have a lot of time. So let's get to this poll. Are you ready for Saurus tomorrow? 53% of you guys said no. 33% of you guys said yes. 6% says not buying the deluxe edition, and waiting on 7% says waiting on launch day. Wait a minute. Hold on. This got to be rigged. So I'm assuming that the 53% of you guys are PlayStation, not you know what? Are PlayStation fans. So you're telling me that you're not interested in this game at all whatsoever. And 33% of you guys are saying, yep, you're ready for it tomorrow. Now, I've seen 17 people on my friends list that had pre-ordered the game. And that's just on my friends list. So you're telling majority of these people that are voting on this is obviously PlayStation. Bro, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I have no comment. No comment. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good, bro. This is not good. Not good. It is not good. This is not good. You want people, whenever a game is getting ready to come out, you want people to be excited and hype. The reviews are pretty much positive. They're saying that this is Game of the Year contender. You see what I'm saying? And you guys are just like, the energy that you guys are giving off is like, you're just not interested in it. And this is sad, bro. This is a first party game. This is a first party game, guys. What is going on? Like, what is the issue? I don't understand. Oh, yeah, the age verification. I did talk about that, Aaron. I did talk about that. That is just insane. But what are you going to do if it happens? What are you going to do? You know? I don't know, man. I just don't freaking know, dude. This is so sad, bro. This is so sad. It's like you introduce a new IP and then people just don't buy the game. They don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other hand, people say, "Oh man, I want a new IP." And granted, I know not every new IP you're gonna like, but I'm just saying, like, it's just sad all around when people are just not interested. You know what I mean? And this is a first party game developed, you see what I'm saying, by a first party studio from the ground up for the PlayStation 5, a first party exclusive game. And the majority of you guys are in here. I don't care. I don't care. It's just not my kind of game. I don't care. And it's like, wow, man, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. But what are you going to do? People just don't like it. They just don't like it. I don't think releasing it on PC is going to help. I just don't think that, in my opinion. regardless of what console it's on, I just don't think people are going to be hyped for this game, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a game that's going to do 10, 20 million copies. Like, I'm just being honest. By the energy, I know my channel is really small compared to a lot of bigger channels, or compared to the as a whole, like, you know, the entire fan base. But bro, it sucks, man. It sucks. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I just don't know. You don't have enough people like Skillful out there to buy the game at $89. You just don't. Games like that, you want to do well. You know what I mean? So you can see where they take things. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, yeah, not everybody is Skillful, you know, or some of you guys that, you know, pay $90, $100 to get early access, you know, on certain games. There's not the majority of PlayStation fan base. They just don't care about games like Saurus. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, the scale would have been broken. More percentage of you guys in here would have said, yep, I want Saurus. Yep, I'm down for it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting a lot of that. And so it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't freaking know, dude. It said new IPs are always welcome, but just the kind of game I don't play. Hey, and that's understandable. That's understandable, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable. Like, most people, you know, they'll welcome a new IP, but it all depends on what kind of new IP it is. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Dallas, I did not. I was so busy playing other games. You know, I haven't had a chance to. Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, it sucks, dude. It sucks. It really, really, really sucks. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, nah, Commissioner. I can't do that, bro. Gotta do it. I gotta check it out. I'm excited. I told y'all, I'm a huge fan of Returnal, bro. I'm a huge fan of Returnal, man. Huge fan of Returnal. So yeah, man. I have to play Saurus, man. I've been waiting for a follow-up. You know what I'm saying? Been waiting for a follow-up for Returnal since it came out. I love Returnal, but like I said, that's me. That's me. That's not everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna check out the game. I'm not gonna keep y'all up too long. I'm gonna go ahead and get things ready now. And we're gonna knock this out. And I'm gonna work on some other stuff as well for the game. So stay tuned, guys. I appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Share out the stream. I really do hope that this next stream is going to help you guys. You know what I'm saying? Help you guys out to, you know, possibly make a purchase decision. If you're interested, maybe you just want to see more on the game to see how it is. But I'm telling you, Returnal was that game. For me, this game was one of those games that really kind of showed you what the PS5 generation had to offer. And yeah, like I said, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Returnal. So yeah, man, I'm hyped for Saurus, man. So let's get it, man. Let's do it. So stay tuned. Again, massive thank you to PlayStation, and we'll be right back, man. One love. God bless. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace. Love you guys.